Welcome at the 30-minute Blender competition. Erwin Johnny Ray, welcome. Hope you're doing fine. Yeah, it's not very handy that I'm doing this at the same time as Grant, but I totally forgot about this. Maybe next time I need to start the stream early, just for once. But it might be difficult for people if they have trouble with the time zones. Hey, Kaisen, how are you? I am totally ready with everything, so I'm just gonna wait a few minutes. Then we're gonna blast off. Hey, Blender Tutor, how are you? So as some of you already know, might seen it, we now have a I've added another channel with winner rankings. I think it would be fun every time people win. The names will be added if not already, and we're gonna count the points up until the end of this year. Then we're just gonna do, let me just say, a top 10 of people who won a lot. And then we will restart this again. Let's wait a little bit. Yeah, that's fine. So how's things over there? Everything still okay? Got a silly fly in my room. Just one. There's always one fly in my room. That's fine. Very good. Very good. Well, focus. Yeah. I don't know. Have you joined the grants competition? We got a lot of entries again. For today, I believe we have 16 entries, or even now 17, because someone dropped in one. We right down here. It's you, Edwin Sunny Ray. How about Eater? Probably won't be sticking around for the whole stream. That is fine. That is fine. I hope you will be actually back when voting. Gotta be important. If it will fit, of course. Hope you're doing fine, by the way. It's raining over here. I'm not gonna complain. It's been hot the last few days again. Got some amazing entries. Alright. Just going to get my word pattern check here. I think I got everything the right way. Got the new announcement ready. Music a little. Okay, let me just see if I can find something. Oh, yeah, I need to put my sound volume on the browser low because there is no sound volume. Onto YouTube itself. Let me see. I still think it's kind of silly how they split up the music and the normal sounds. with the new YouTube audio library. It's a shame. There are still no options to choose between sounds or music. This is very handy if you want to make animation. There is some YouTube friendly sounds you can use. Let me see. There's something nice. I'm just selecting something. How about that? Alright, I use the old library to... Yes, the old one is a lot better. There's a lot you can find in there. I wanted to join in, but I don't know, the last few days I'm feeling a bit tired now. Not really in the mood to do anything actually. Sometimes you have those days. It will blow over fast. What the hell is this for music, man? It's called Pirate Break. Well, jeez. Okay, maybe this is a lot better. We got this kick going. Alright. I'm waiting 4 more minutes and then we are going to start off. Got my coffee. Oh man, excuse me. It's a very bad idea to drink while you're breathing air. I got coffee in my lungs. Better have coffee in your lungs than COVID-19. I'm just thinking you should put on a live stream and just use the playlist of the YouTube library and just be a dance music channel or something. Just let it roll. You had 3 coffee. Oh man. Okay. 2 more minutes. I'm just going to check out maybe for a good theme for the next upcoming 30 minutes for the week. Something that should be simple but fun. Going to type in art genres, and this wiki page doesn't exist. Very good. That's a good song. Let me see. I'm looking now at planets. You got a lot of different kinds of planets. Or maybe you guys have a better idea. Alright. I'm thinking of it. It could also be colors, and choose every day one color, and you have to make something with that one color. Astronomy. Oh man. This song is so nice, I don't want to stop it. Well, it's not that I want to pick a different day, it's just like maybe I need to start the stream like 1 hour earlier. Something like that. Only I need to keep it in mind. It's just once a month that I need to do it earlier. Yeah, this song is called Sense of Humor. The artist is Max MC Farron. Or better to say, where is it at? Oh yeah. Sense of Humor. Alright, so I guess that was a good startup. There's a lot of more music from him, by the way. A lot of music. Did keep this in mind for next time. Just put on some music. It is very nice though. Alright, so that will be that. Thank you all for watching and see you next week. Alright, so in this case, let's just start off. So the theme for the whole week was to make something with plants. I just tried to pick some random names. Someone did complain that I shouldn't... What was that complaint up here? This guy, the 30-minute challenge is getting really nerd level. Like, why can you not just write the generic name instead of the scientific name? I mean, why can't he not just use normal letters instead of these nerdy gobbledygook? I just have to say it. So I just picked some names, and no matter what name I pick, if you type it into Google, you get the same pictures anyway. I was waiting for this for a few days. All right. So for the first one is cactus. The first one is of SquareX. Wanted to make a flower too, but didn't have the time. Now, I did recommend it to you guys. Of course, you don't have to do it. That there are some tutorials out there explaining, for example, how you can make like a corn. Because with corns and stuff, you need to, use it at the same place. It seems like kind of use the same system here with the hair particle system. I see some nice texture painting in here. And it is kind of difficult to balance it out very much. But I appreciate the offer here. Offer. Sure, some flowers would have been nice. I think this is a good start for a small cactus plant. Really like this texture painting on here. It just gives it some extra. Would go for a nice low poly one. I made one, I forgot to send. Oh boy. There goes your points. You're on the top anyway. I like this one. Very nice. Lightning is definitely something different. But yeah, it is something to learn to use the hair system and get particles on a certain point. You also need to count how many vertices you have on here and then set up the amount of vertices in your hair system so you don't get like double particles, if you would, so it doesn't glitch out or look strange. Then we have one of Erwin Sunny Ray, entry for cactus with a little bit of texture paint. Yes, it's under 30 minutes. Not too bad. Only just give it a lot more light. I noticed with your entries that you can use a lot more light. In this case, just to light up your object, you don't have to specifically, do the lighting the right way too much. Just to light this up, just add a little bit more light. Now, I was thinking about this before, and what you can also do is make a basic save file of your Blender, already having the light set up. So you can just load up this basic save. You only have to add in this object, and then you straight away have the light already there. And only, yeah, there's no point. I like the texture painting on here though. Little ball with it, just straight on the point, I would say. Nice little shape. Yeah, very nice. We have another one of Erwin Sunny Ray, and this time we're gonna go to another plant. I'm not gonna pronounce all these names because I'm really bad at it. We're the only one having this one. Hard for me to say the scientific name. Here's my picture. Looks very much on point. Now I actually need to I actually should take the website with it or just the plant, just to give a little example of how good it worked out. And I think it worked out pretty well if you look at those one. It just has a little hat here or a little cap with a sack, and then a nice flower that comes above and top. These plants are very strange. I tried to find just the weirdest plants available on the World Wide Web. I use some texture painting, which is very nice. I don't know if this is a meat eater plant or this is just to save up some water in here. Have you joined in Grant? No, I have not. I wanted to join in Grant's cat competition, and I actually wanted to make a caterpillar, or a vehicle from cat. I have been thinking about it, but I've seen all those entries, and I was like, yeah, it's a lot. And then I think the best thing to do is trying to get an entry as quick as possible. Yes, this plant. I think it looks very much on point. I really like that one. You use also some texture painting onto the leaf. There's a lot of texture painting on here, which is just very nice. Only maybe the green in here should have been just a slight little different color, maybe the same like the outside. You can see pretty much that it has some color in there, which is also shown on the outside. Down here it's like white inside, white on the outside, or here it's like the greenish inside and green on the outside. But I think the model looks very nice. Not easy to make foliage, plants, that kind of stuff, carnivorous plants. All right, cool. Then we're gonna go to the plant, which is, I remember from some games. I've seen this on Pokemon. This is a very nice plant down here. It looks very different with the textures used on here, but it makes it also look very special. I like the colors being used in here, pretty much matches up well together. And I also should look for an example of this one. It is, by the way, the biggest plant available. Just going to drop this down here. You can see how big humans are and how big this plant is. It's a very big, beautiful plant. Some plants more look like flower types, but it's called plant for a reason still. You even got plants that are so big, it looks like a tree, but it's still a plant somehow. This thing is like ginormous. And this one was from Setcherna. You can only do so much in 30 minutes. Well, I think it looks still very nice. I like the texture on here. Definitely something different. And then we got one of Explosion. Currently visiting my grandma. Did this on her computer. Now maybe for some people this might look a little bit like it has been done in more than 30 minutes. But I can guarantee you, if you know what to do, I think you can easily make this within 50 minutes. It is just like a basic plane with subsurf on it. You just bend this down, you copy it a few times. Add in a, what is that called? An icosphere. Just get the cap off. Then you just need to add in a texture onto it with a bump map, particle system for the grass. This is a very nice picture. I like the side effects on it. I just don't know how this is called. If every time I forget this effect. Very beautiful. Definitely is. I like how the light coming off from this side here. It's a lot. It's very nice. And then we have here one of Omkar 25, a Pokemon based on plant. Japanese name. Oh, very nice that you added that. Now I need to search for this Pokemon actually. Let me see. File Plume. Oh boy. But we've got this Pokemon actually existed. Alright. Pokemon certainly looks on point here. Definitely has this piece down here at the front. The arms are nice, the feet are nice. This is a very one-on-one model down here. And the only thing that maybe should be working on is these little dots on here. At some point these dots will touch each other. This is also something to learn how to control these dots a little bit more. I tried to join the November, where you just trying to work with nodes, trying to learn the nodes. There's also a lot of math to do with these nodes. Not easy. Very nice, I like it. Here we have one of Kaizen, which has very nice, well, it looks like bump mapping. Also the inside is very nice. I'm just going to scale this one out. And I remember that I have been joining a group called Blender Artist. And there was one guy, he tried to make really realistic and highly detailed plans. And it was amazing what he was doing there. Looks very nice, very bumpy. The only thing that looks, I don't know if this is like going through the ground. This down here. It seems like it. So maybe move it up for next time. I like the angle also on this one. I would say the spots are definitely on point on this one. I'm trying to find a picture for the inside though. It looks very dark. Like I'm trying to, you know, find some of them where I can have a good look inside. But it seems like it is still like reddish in there. But I think in overall this plant looks very much on point. I really like the details on this one. I also like that the top here is not like perfectly round, but it has some randomness in here, which is very nice. The plant also has some thickness, which is also an important part. You can easily forget sometimes. Thickness does a lot. Very good. I like the background with it though. There is a plane with the same color as the ground. Didn't have time to make it look better. Well, that's okay. Just gonna move this offside. And we have one of Erwin Sunny Ray. Well, mine seems gone wrong and I ran out of time. It definitely looks different, but you have at least tried, right? That's what it's all about in the 30-minute challenge. Try to join up every day, trying to make it, learn yourself the options, that kind of stuff. You did use like what is this, the hash system on the outside, which could also be a thing instead of just using a texture and get all these nodes connect up. It will take a lot of time. Sometimes just a hair system can do easily the job. And did you use like sculpting on this? I do like the light coming off, by the way. I think Erwin is watching Grancy's stream. Yeah, I really need to start 1 hour earlier. But so far, I think you've done a nice job. It's just the leaves on the outside. You can better use a plane with subsurf to make it yourself a little easier. And then add a thickness to it. And then we started off with another type of plant, which is actually something that I talked about before. Some plants look like trees, but they really are plants. Going to need to type this into Google, or at least the website was saying a plant, so let me see here. Yeah. Some of these plants really has some interesting stuff with it. They say this plant here actually died out in the wild, and they are only with people who grow them. How do you say that? Like certain people do like to work with plants. They trying to keep them alive. There are no female types of these plants. So these plants cannot reproduce themselves, and that is probably the reason why they died out. Probably the female plant needed some kind of condition, and this condition wasn't available anymore, so the female plant just died out, and then the male plants died out too, and people just trying to save them by oh man, I'm trying to find this word in English. Let me just use Google Translate with this. Cultivate? Cultivate. They're trying to cultivate these plants. Yeah, so it is not like, it's more than just, you know, choosing some weird plants. Some plants have really got like a nice story with them. No sculpting. Okay, I see. Yeah, it's okay. And you're back at least for a few minutes. It's a very nice one, by the way. I just start talking about a little story of this plant from Wiki. I really like what you've done here. I would only say aim this square out, like get this point here in the middle and get these two sides on one line. So it just looks a little bit nicer, but it's more of a personal thing. I like the grass. I like the texture onto the plant itself. I want to call it a tree again. It is not a tree, apparently. Come on, get this. There we go. Man, I really like the sky, the lightning in here. Very nice plant. I only missed the important thing of this plant, and those are these yellow, whatever it's called, these yellow things. But of course you also have versions where it doesn't show up here. I'm not gonna go too strict on it. Yeah, the loneliest plant in the world, so it is a plant. Very nice, like this one. Very happy with this one. The material on the trunk came out pretty, yeah, this is very nice, the material. Also, even though we don't have a good view onto the ground texture, I think it still looks very nice that it's like randomish instead of just straight and tight. There's even a little curve down here, or a dent. Very nice. I especially like this one you've made here. Very nice. Alright, that was all for that plant. And then we have another one. Just going to Google this up also. Titanium. I was almost reading titanium, but alright, this plant. Do we have something special about this? I have to translate everything from Dutch to English. So this has the biggest, yeah, whatever it says. You just need to Google that, and then you come on the wiki page. All these plants have something special with it. This plant is also very gigantic. You can easily see that down here. Very big plant though. It's massive. So in this case, the plant is a little bit purplish, which is very visible down here with a little bit of white, green, yellowish all the way down here. I think this one worked out pretty well. The important detail is also available down here, that it's like kinda has this overlapping down here, which is very much visible down here, which is a very nice detail to just add. It's a very interesting plant. Okay, very well. Then Erwin Sunny Ray made also one of these. Sub here made a low poly plant. Seems like many didn't interested in making plants. It is very difficult thing. Apparently I rushed and didn't have enough time before it reached 2 AM. Gotta learn to make something that we didn't like interested to boost our 3D knowledge. Low poly is okay. It's always okay to just do that. Yeah, I like how it looks, by the way. I only miss the important thing that I would say is the detail of an overlapping is down here. So try to go next time, even though you go for low poly, which should also save up a little bit of time, is just trying to get some of the detail going, just an easy overlap. There is a way how you can cut this apart from each other. There is a shortcut key for that. I don't know at this moment what it was. And then you can cut these two pieces from each other. And then you can just easily overlap it. Give that. You apologize? No, I shouldn't apologize. Grant! Ah, it's okay. You shouldn't apologize. Like I should, you know, stream when he isn't streaming. Like he's the #1 important guy out there, not me. But it's nice that he mentions it. All right. Then we have one of Omkar25. Kinda start to learn judicial notes and vector displacement. Didn't have time to add the middle part or the corpse flower. Creation time 30 minutes, render time. Yeah, but render time is something that I don't think that should be counted within the 30 minutes. I really count the 30 minutes when you open the Blender, then the time starts rolling until you press the button to render stuff. Oh, that would be very nice to save up some pressure. Working with nodes is definitely something to learn. I like how you try to add some detail in here. I definitely had those details on the plant itself. Oh, excuse me, I got some air stuck in my throat. And you had a little animation with it. Well, let me just scale this baby up. It's a very nice start, I would say, especially with the colors coming with it. It's a nice start. Let me just say it like that. And I really appreciate that you start learning nodes with it, as in a new challenge. Each time, each week, you should try to learn yourself some new things. In order to make the 30 minutes a lot easier. That's what this is actually all about. Here's a very nice animation. I also like that on the top here, it's not like perfectly round, it just has a little bit of randomness in it, it seems like, and it's all about the details, what makes the difference. Then we have another plant, and I really like this one. It looks like a flower though, once again, like, I don't know who names it when it's a plant or a flower or a tree. Or this website lied to me and it is not a plant at all. I mean, it is a flower onto a plant, right? Like, what I call a flower is really like when it's just a stick with 2 leaves and then a flower on top. This is more than just a flower, it's a whole plant. Like you can see here, it's a lot more than just a flower. Now I start wondering if it's just a plant or if it's a flower. I mean, a cactus can have flower on it too, and a cactus is a plant. Yes, okay. It kind of reminds me a little bit of a rose. Well, I must be wrong here. Let me just type in rose. Well, just a little bit. I mean, it's just the fact that it's red and yeah, stop like that. I like this one. Even though it's just two colors, it seems to have a lot of randomness because of the roughness. It looks very like these flowers must feel very nice in your hands. That's how it looks like. Let's take a look at some of these examples. Let me see. Another thing that could have been added, but it takes a lot of time, is what is that called again? When the light shines through it. It looks very nice though. Scattering. Let me just open Blender. But this will increase your render time, by the way, if you add this effect. Subsurf. Yeah. Oh man, I forgot what its name is. Maybe I should look at a note for this. Yeah, subsurf scattering. That is the one. Yeah, that is the one. Okay. Thank you for the name. This plant looks good. A lot of randomness also in the model. I like the leaves with it. The color is nice. The background looks nice. And then we have one of Omkar 25, which has some different shape in leaves with it. Oh man, I'm all over the place. These leaves should be a little bit more round though. I do like the flower itself. Looks pretty much on point, I would say. The color is nice. You have pretty much red ones, you have pink ones, and there are purple ones. For example, this one down here. It's very nice. But yeah, the leaves a little bit too pointy though, so just make them a little bit more round. And then we have one of Erwin Sunny Rays. To be honest, this took me more than 30 minutes because of the sculpting. It's kind of an addiction. Sculpt there, sculpt here. And notice the time is already an hour. Because of that too, I skipped making the leaves. Yeah, well, sculpting should not be added on everything. Sometimes it's just easier to don't use any sculpting at all. Just to save up some time. Now there are certain tricks which you can use in order to make the plant more bendy. So you would you make one leaf and then you not copy it, but you're how you say that, duplicating it so it shares the same data. So when you go into edit mode, you select one of these outer vertices and you bring them up using, oh man, what is that called again? You use this one down here. You can use this one, and if you just use, you know, this, it's not turned on. There you go. If you use this and move this one up, then all of these models that you have duplicated instead of copied will also move up, and then you can, you know, get more of a bendy shape out of this. Yeah, but the only thing I'm gonna say, don't use sculpting for everything. It's sometimes it works, sometimes it takes too much time, I would just say. But the overall shape is very nice, a nice pointy shape here. Because some of them do have pretty much pointy shape, so that's very nice. And planting is something to learn too. Then we have another type of plant here, which is the Rothschild Slipper Orchid. And this is also a very special plant. I've been reading a little bit about it, and this plant is the most expensive plant you can find onto this planet. Just because I believe it said it takes 15 years. Let me see, where did I have this information from, to grow? Where is my... Oh man. Sometimes I'm prepared like very good, and other times it's like not really being prepared. Oh boy. My live stream still okay? I selected the wrong window here. Let me see where it's at. Yeah, here it is. No, I don't need to sign up. No, thank you. Alright, here we go. So, one of the most expensive flowers in the world is something you have to wait for 15 years. The flower costs 5,000 bucks per blossom. It's the rarest you can find on this planet Earth. In the highest mountain of Borneo, there's no history found on who discovered this plant. It grows at certain elevations, so the most expensive plant. It is crazy. It has a very special shape, not easy to make. Yeah, like I said, not easy to make. So we have one here of millibyte modeling organic shape without sculpting is hard. It definitely is. It looks very nice. It seems like you've used that effect on here, which I just talked about, the surface scattering. I really like the shapes in here. I really like the soft colors in here. It's not easy to make this one. Didn't it had the time to do the last one? Looks hard thing to model. It definitely is. It looks very, very strange. It definitely looks something not from this planet though. It has all kinds of dots and weird texturing on it, and it also has like this little basket, which is this down here, which one of the other plants has too. I like the model though, but if you run out of time, It only needs to use a little bit of texturing down here on this main leaf on top, and some dots here onto the side leaves. But anything else, this looks very nice, the basket. Very good job with that. And Erwin Sunny Ray here on my entry, got a little bit headache, I have to go slow. Alright. I see I've used light from underneath. Kinda looks on point though. This top one just needs a little bit of a shapy pointy leaf. And this one here needs to be thicker, but then again, it's a very, very difficult plant to just make in 30 minutes. I appreciate that you tried it. Hope you also learned something from it. It's not easy. So that's why I also think for the next upcoming week we should take something easy. Alright, so that is that. Hope your headache is gone now. Alright. We're going to do voting. The first one is the cactus. We have two cactuses. One of SquareX and one of Erwin Sunny Ray. Which one do you like the best? Both have some texture painting in there, which is very nice. Both totally different models. Both definitely belong to Cactus. Well, I like this model though. Okay, we have one for Erwin. I want to check this out. Oh, yeah. What? That's a shame though. I mean, it's a very nice, nice end touch here. I like the flower on here. So the point is, even if it takes more than 30 minutes, like you haven't watched the clock, just drop it in there. It just deserves some attention. You've tried it, of course. Okay. So Erwin, SquareX. Anyone else would like to vote? Like, I am missing something on both. Like, I wish SquareX had like a little pot with it or something to stand on. And at Erwin Sunny Ray, I would say I just miss a little bit more light on here. Just crank it up. Light is very important. Even though both missions like spikes or needle. I do like the detail on here with these little dots, if you would. A little bit of texture paint. Here is also a little bit of texture paint. I think I'm just gonna go for SquareX on this one. If anyone else don't want to vote or cannot vote, then that's okay. So the winner of the Plants Cactus is SquareX. You got 1 point for you. On this one, only Erwin Sunny Ray joined in with this one, so congratulations on winning this one. Yeah, it is probably because of Grant's live stream, but it is my own fault. And then we got a lot of plans for this very nice Rafflesia Arnoldi with 2 eyes on the end. So we got here one of Secherna, Explosion, Omkar 25, Kaisen, and Erwin Sunny Ray. Which one you guys think definitely has the vote? Now, what I do like about this one here is that there are some spikes added on the inside. The texture around it is definitely something different, but I still like it. This one of Explosion is definitely, certainly a masterpiece. The only thing that I find difficult here is the details on the inside. Maybe the focus empty point should have been right down here in the middle. Just add a few spikes. I mean, I need to complain something on this, right? But it's definitely one of my favorites. Here we have the Pokemon, which is just on point as it is. Only next time try to figure out how you can separate these dots. This one here though, I really like the bump map on here. I like the spikes in here. The only thing that is just a little bummer, I would say, is the ground sticking through. It is okay to sometimes leave a little bit out of the screen. I do like the whole angle of the camera on this one, which is very nice. And this one of Erwin Sunny Ray. I do like the light in here though. There's definitely a very different shape here. Alright, so oh yeah, I shouldn't forget. Spikes, explosion. I should, each time after every vote, I should just type something in the chat so I don't get confused. I believe Kaizen is voting on this one here. So one for explosion, one for Kaizen, yes. Another explosion. It's okay to complain. Okay. So we have 2 for explosion, 1 for Kaizen. Ay. I think I will have to go with explosion, just because the point is it is possible to just make this in 30 minutes, even though you might be doing this in 15 if you know what to do. It is just shape the grass, shape the leaves, add this down here, add some textures in here. Skip mine. Did I skip? No, I didn't skip yours. So, explosion. Congratulations on winning this one. Then we're gonna go to, yeah, I see. This one down here is also explosion. I mean, you don't have to make something like stunning. Sometimes simplistic can also do, which Kaizen does prove people voting for him. So this Woody is gonna go to explosion. And yeah, I'm really trying to put this winner ranking system also in there to let people join up more. And then we're gonna go to the next plant, which we have one of Explosion, one of Erwin Sunny Ray, one of Omkar. Let me hear your votes. Meanwhile, I'll still try to think of something for the next upcoming 30-minute week. Something maybe a little bit more simple. Oh yeah, I need to do this, right? And vote. Will it be Explosion, will it be Erwin Sunny Ray, or will it be Omkar 25? One for Erwin, of course. Okay, yeah. I will, by the way, add in the winning points as soon as possible also. Who does Erwin vote for? Who does Kaizen vote for? And certain other people that are watching. Explosion. Of course, you vote for each other. Erwin's flower, but also Explosion, sure. Now the point is, I am a fan of low poly. So you could say I would easily vote for Erwin Plant, but I'm going to say I'm not going to vote for Erwin just because I'm just missing the detail of a piece of the plant overlapping each other. Low poly saves up some work, I would say, and then you should try to work on detail. Low poly and detailing is a difficult thing. So Explosion got my vote. I mean, it definitely looks nice, but I just like the detail down here. So I think Kaisen cannot decide which one. Okay, then in this case, explosion got the point here. A lot of explosion this time. And then we have the next flower, which we have 3 entries: explosion, Omkar, or Erwin Sunny Ray. I think the flower model on each one looks very nice. The color looks very nice. The one with the best leaves is explosion. These one are too pointy. Here there are no leaves at all, but it's okay. And oh yeah, wait. Erwin Sunny Ray doesn't join in because he's being honest. It took him more than 30 minutes, so it's just Omkar and explosion. I need to keep an eye out on that, but I got a lot of respect for people who just being honest. So in my case, if you're being honest, then in my eyes you already won, but doesn't count towards the votes, of course. Omkar. And we're just waiting for Erwin. Probably getting headache watching 2 streams. Also Omkar. Alright, so in this case then Omkar got the vote onto this plant here. Congratulations. And then we have the last one, which is the most expensive plant and the rarest plant in this world. We got a new person here, even though I've seen the name Millerbyte before. And then we have Erwin Sunny Ray. It is not easy. Millerbyte. Millerbyte, yeah, and then I think it's going to be clear that Millerbyte won this one. It is very difficult. So I appreciate, Erwin, that you tried your best on this. It is not easy. All right, this one, Millerbyte, congrats. Have to leave now. Can't wait to see the next team. All right, if you have a team quick, then you just drop it in there. All right, so that will be that. It was difficult. But I like to see, everyone's right in here very well. We're gonna need to have a new team for the 30 minutes for this week. Now, I had a few things, or either can be color. So if I say for today green, make anything with the color green, combine up whatever you like. Or I could say bathroom items. So make a toothbrush for today, shower gel for tomorrow, or but of course, if you guys have any ideas, you can drop it in there too. Wow. That is very nice though. Yes, new topic. Drop it in. Drop it in. Let me hear your thoughts. Is it gonna be color? Every day another color? Is it gonna be bathroom items? Every day different item? Or do you have something? You don't have any idea. Ay, ay, ay. Making up ideas can be a very difficult thing. I have to do that each week. Every day. Bathroom. Maybe we should do that. I mean, there is a lot of items to be found, and just a little bit of hard surface modeling. Easy texturing, I would say. Unless you want to make something really fancy. Yeah, sure. You can make it low poly. Just if you go for low poly, just think about the small details, like the important details that makes the item recognizable as the item. We got weight scales. We got like a small mirror stand or beard shaving items or a bath, toothbrush, toothpaste, toilet paper, hand soap. You know, there is a lot of stuff we can get out of it. Okay, yeah, then what we can do is keep colors in mind for next week, then drop it in again. And then, you know, we can do something with colors, and then you can make up each day a color for yourselves. So whatever fits in with the color would be nice. Okay, so then we just do human bone parts. Oh boy. Is it Halloween already? Bathroom items. And then for today, make a toothbrush. Okay. Emojis. Emotions, yeah. Let me see. You can also write it down, so if I next time ask, show your ideas down, then you know you got something. You just save it up on your desktop or something like that. Alright, so this is gonna be that. I thank you all for joining in again, and thank you for the nice chat as always. Good luck for this week. I will just drop in the announcement after this stream awkwardly closes itself. And then I hope for every day you guys will join in. Don't give other people a chance to win by just, you know, one entry. Just pick something, drop it in there. That's why this week I want to make something more easier. Yeah. I will update the rankings within 24 hours. That will be tonight or be tomorrow afternoon for me. And then we can see how high your score is again. And enjoy Grant's stream. Oh, yeah. So Wednesday, weekly challenge, same time, same channel, and then I want to thank you guys for being here. Bye bye.